everybody. So we're live right now. Put a comment below if you can hear me, if you can hear me loud and clear, if my voice is clear. So today I want to talk about should still be door knocking, cold calling in your real estate business. Should you still be throwing flyers and doing all that kind of stuff? And I don't even know if that's safe anymore, especially door to door during this time, or even if it's allowed. I don't think it's going to be allowed with the election results. I think there'll be more strict rules. So a guy asked in the group, what is it better? Is it better to cold call for leads in real estate, or is it better to use ads or something else? Because just cold calls feel too dated right now. And it's not just for real estate, it's for any business, any local business or any agency. Uh, so that's what I want to talk about today. So let's basically think this through logically. Number one, cold calling, in my opinion, is the best and the cheap. Not the best, I would say, but the cheapest way for you to get the conversation started. Okay, so for example, you might some lists. If you're trying to just go through, Google and like you're not going to find B2C customers. Like if you're a real estate agent, you want to find people who are interested in buying houses, not going to find them on Google. So you might have to buy a list, and then you have to just start keep dialing, and you have to do it very consistent. It's not like you do it 1 or 2 days and then you're done with it. You're never ever gonna get any lead or anything. It's like, setting time aside for calling at least 3 or 4. Like in my agency, we've had this entire section here. If you can, let me show you. But we have this entire section here that is dedicated to cold calling. This entire area is going to be filled with tables and everything, which is only for cold calling, because it's a numbers game, and people are becoming more, you know they want to only use texts, messenger or text to communicate, uh, because that's what the digital media has done. Like they want to hide behind the text messaging. They're just not more comfortable on calls. So if you're calling people, there's going to be someone who are going to be hanging up on you. The ratio is going down and down, so you might need to call 150 people each day for a month to see any real deal coming from cold calling. Now, this is the most cheapest way, and but not the most efficient. So if you're a real estate agent, if you don't have money to spend, then you must have time, right? There's only two resources. It's either money or time. So you need to spend time, cold call a bunch of people, try a message, build your organic, and try get uh, that way clients. So that's number one. It requires a lot of energy. Okay, it requires you to be very, very consistent, and then you're essentially talking to strangers who you have no idea about. So you should be ready for any type of lead. There is no qualification. Someone would be coming for a $50,000 house or $200,000. You really can't choose. So it could be a cheap client, could be a rich client, I don't know. So those are the cons. The pros are just that it's cheap. Other than that, I don't see any pros. Uh, and that one other pro could be that I used to do cold calling, so not a lot. I should point that out. I've never done cold calling. I probably would have made 100 cold calls in my entire life. So, but I have done it, so I know how intimidating it is. So one of the pros is that it kind of builds a lot of character and makes you more confident. Um, the other thing that I want to talk about is online prospecting, essentially using internet to get clients. So basically, if you're using YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, we primarily use just Facebook ads and Google ads. So if we talk about the pros and cons, so first let's talk about cons. Number one, it's going to require some investment. Now, it's not as huge investment as people make it to be. It's not like you're spending five, six, $10,000, just spending $9, $10 each day. So that's 300, $500 per day. Sorry, per month. So $10 each day. I think that's even cheaper than you cold calling your telephone bills and buying lists. So what you do is you just run Facebook ads, pre-qualify people on certain conditions, and those people who are coming in have actually raised their hand and said, okay, we are looking to buy a house or sell a house, and we need your service. So that right from the get-go makes them a way better lead. The number two thing is that you can actually pre-qualify them, so you don't have to deal with the cheap leads. You can actually have people who are coming in who want to buy a house for $500,000, who are pre-approved and ready to make transaction in 30 days. So that's how granular you can get. So now you only spend your time on the best leads, but not only that, then there are automation systems. So you bring that lead in into your CRM, you further qualify them, further nurture them, and when they're ready, an automatic call goes out to them, connects you, live transfer, and now you're just getting clients and leads inbound. So raise their hand, they want your service, they're excited, they want to work with you, and they want to hop on call with you. So that just reduces a lot of anxiety. You don't have to be that consistent, although being consistent as business is very important. But I'm just saying that you don't have to sit around a chair and make 8 calls, 150 calls each day. Okay, it's, if you see in the long term, it's cheaper than cold calling, because then if clients are coming to you, you can spend more time in closing deals and hiring more people. And lastly, it's a lot stress free. So that's my opinion. Even if you're running an agency or anything, if you're looking to get clients, having a robust follow-up system is very important. And also running ads and generating leads through online. So these are the pros and cons. I don't see any cons other than you have a risk of losing money in paid campaigns, being very honest. um, you might have to work with the leads, and that goes without saying, like, you have to work with the leads. uh, and I'm saying this, and you would even be thinking, like, why am I even saying this? Of course you have to work with the leads, but you'll be amazed how many agents come into this business thinking that's all going to be freedom and they're going to be working on their schedule. It's not. You have to work hard. But it just, working hard makes it a lot, this system, this online system makes it a lot easier as compared to just cold calling and then doing everything on your own. Basically the ads or advertisement or internet just makes your client acquisition all automated. All you have to do is go on showings or listing presentation, close deals. uh, so if you want to learn more about that, if you want to know how this entire thing works, obviously you can send me a message or comment below, and I'll love to answer you. But with that said, thank you very much. And if you want to learn more about online lead generation or systems, I'd be happy to answer your questions if you have any questions. But that's it for today. Let me know if you want me to cover any more topics. I'd love to. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.